I check out the news about this case.
Uh-huh.
Japan's being smartphone user basis, large smartphone user
Uh-huh.
basis. There are,
Uh-huh.
something that Japan does in a different way when compared to the rest of the world. But every country on the planet has been hooked onto smartphones with
Yes.
advent of the social media. And for
Yes.
example, online news and games and video sharing. However,
Uh-huh.
there is a couple fact through a lot of right on the phone culture in Japan, and could be useful for you if you are coming to Japan. So, have you ever been Japan already?
No, I
No.
haven't. No. But I would like to. Yeah, I would like to. I'm working
Yes.
on it.
Oh, okay. So could
Yeah.
you please find out, maybe share with find out these smartphone habit in Japan,
Mhm.
maybe which might surprise you. So
Okay.
one case I have, for example, strictly no talking on the public transport.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
in
Hmm.
my experience, so if you first time visit or someone who is not familiar with Japanese public transportation system, and
Uh-huh.
you may be surprised by the fact that the Japanese people avoid talking calls on the trains, buses,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
other means of transport. Transport. So
Okay.
they
Yes.
pay more attention to their surroundings and are cautious about causing any kind of inconvenience to others by any way possible.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most important issues that pop up during a conversation about Japanese and public and etiquette or privacy. So
Mm-hmm.
nobody talking with using smartphone, mobile phones in the public train or buses. So how
Mm-hmm.
about the U.S. or your country in now living situation?
Yes. Okay. So, in America,
Right.
um, there's not really any restrictions for using your smartphone
Mm,
or any type of a cell phone during transportation. Some states have
mm,
laws now
mm,
saying
mm,
that you have to have, you can't like hold your cell phone as you're talking and driving.
mm, mm, mm.
Some have a law that says that you have to have like an earpiece or hands-free
Yes.
type talking.
Mm,
And I think that some might even have a law saying that you cannot be talking on your phone as you're driving the vehicle.
yes.
Um, Unfortunately, I really, of course, they have a lot of publicity
Mm,
and propaganda about texting and driving,
mm,
but I don't know that it's really exactly against the law.
mm.
Um, but of course, it's extremely dangerous. Many people have died and have been severely injured because of people texting and driving.
Right.
And they have a lot of commercials and things with this, but I don't know that it's forbidden.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as far as using it in public, sometimes a like say a private restaurant or a doctor's office or something might have a sign on the doors to say like shut your cell phone off,
Mm,
you know.
mm,
But most of the time, otherwise, then you can talk, and especially on transportation, um, like public transportation, like the subway or the bus or whatever. Yeah, and also in Albania, uh, people use their phone all the time.
right. Oh.
Yeah, they're not as considerate. I think the Japanese people are always very considerate of others and in a lot of aspects of life.
Right.
And I don't think that Americans or Albanians are that considerate of other people.
Yeah, it's a very friendly. So the in the government in Japan, they decided to have a penalty where we're driving and to using a smartphone and mobile phones. So
Hmm.
is it your country or US has any penalty on driving mm, to use
Yes,
mobile phone?
yes. In some states,
Yeah.
like you said, it's against the law. At least to not have a hands free. Hmm. You
Mm,
have to have like an earpiece, or
yeah,
something,
it's the best
Bluetooth
way.
type thing,
It's the best way to avoid
hands
dangerous.
free.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's cool. It's cool.
But I don't think that it's the. Hmm. So like say for example, I believe that in New York,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's that's the law. However, I don't know that like say in Missouri where I live, I don't know that there's a law like that.
Mm, I see.
Yeah, but in New York, if the police or somebody sees you actually holding your cell phone and talking on the phone while you're driving, you can get a ticket or penalty. Hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
It's a plus in addition the walking while on the phone and the texting or watching videos
Hmm.
by
Hmm.
gazing at your screen is a widespread problem that people, yeah,
Yes.
especially youngsters and walking on the street and the while on the phone, the texting like touching the screen a lot of many times. So
Yes.
I can believe this. So what are you doing? So on the touch on the screen, the many times, kind of attack the some character to beat Pokemon. Do you know Pokemon?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind
Yes,
of
Pokemon. Hmm.
Pokemon games and the puzzle games,
Hmm.
like
Uh-huh.
battle games, not
Uh-huh.
communicate each other's. Yeah, unbelievable situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I just feel
Mm.
like the people here do not know how to walk anyway.
Oh, really?
I mean, I think that in America, the right, that we stay to the right of
Mm.
whichever direction we're walking, and then that way the people going this way are on the right, people coming this way are on the left. And also, it just seems like, but here in Albania, I don't know if it's because
Mm.
most people don't drive. Um, and the driving was forbidden for so long,
Mm.
so they don't know how to walk, therefore. And then also they have a habit, it's just their culture that they walk arm in arm with each
Mm.
other
Mm.
and they talk. So there might be two or three people all walking arm in arm, taking up the whole sidewalk.
Yes, yes,
And you
yes,
can't walk around them.
yes.
And also, especially the older women, well, especially the older people, I should say, any of them really, a lot of times they can't walk and talk. They'll they'll all be together and then they'll say, "Do you know what happened?" And they just stop abruptly, and you're walking behind them and almost crash into them,
Yeah.
Or the same thing with people all of a sudden on their cell phone. They'll be walking down and doing something on their cell phone, and then all of a sudden they'll just stop quickly
Yes.
and send a text right in the middle of the sidewalk, and you
Mm-hmm.
almost run into them. And
Yeah.
yes, it's very, yeah.
Yeah, it's good, quite and very good. That's yeah, it's great. It's great, but it's kind of dangerous. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it could be dangerous, yes.
Okay, very good.
And in fact, I know somebody that just died recently.
Died
He
recently?
was riding he was riding on his bicycle,
Right.
and I don't know if his phone rang or if he thought of something, but he went to reach in his back pocket to get his phone out.
Hmm.
And because he got a little, you know how when you're doing this with one hand, your bicycle might kind of go the other direction. And his
Mm.
bicycle did that and hit a curb,
Mm.
hit the curb of the street, and he went flying off of his bicycle and had a bad head injury and died from it.
Is he okay now?
No, he died.
What? Oh my God.
He died.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, he died because of reaching for his cell phone or trying to answer his cell phone in his back pocket while he's trying to ride the bicycle. Yeah.
Be careful each other, right? Okay.
I know. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, nice to meet you.
Okay. Thank you so
And
much.
enjoyed our discussion. Okay.
Okay.
Good night. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
いや、面白かったな。It's quite easy.